Saudi Arabia basically has control of the elite level of the game. The golf environment is quite a village. Things can stay secret, but for something as massive as this to appear without any previous whisper took everyone by complete shock.
If you're thinking about one of the biggest sovereign wealth funds in the world, would you rather have them as a partner or an enemy? At the end of the day, money talks, and you'd rather have them as a partner.
Saudi Arabian's golf wing, funded by the Public Investment Fund, has been at odds with golf's establishment. And essentially you had two factions in golf. You had the DP World Tour on the European side, plus the PGA Tour in the United States. In one camp, they were aligned. And then you had the Saudi element via LIV, doing their own thing, having their own tour. So when news broke this week that all of these groups had joined together, it was an incredible shock to everyone in the golf world, including huge players in the game such as Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. They were unaware. What happens next is that there's a separate commercial entity going to be set up, of which Yasser Al-Rumayyan, the governor of the Saudi Public Investment Fund, is going to be the chairman. The fund will put in, they have said, the potential for several $1 billion into that entity. It will sit above the existing tours. They will still exist. So essentially, the Saudis are now massively involved in the top of the game, the elite level of the game. One of the key knock-on elements is that these players who went to play on the LIV Tour, who were basically ostracised or ostracized themselves from the previous traditional tours, have a route back towards that. So another strand with that is that there are some golfers who were offered tens of millions of dollars to join the LIV Tour, which started last year, and they refused that because they pledged loyalty to the PGA Tour or the DP World Tour. Now these players, I think, now will feel a little bit miffed, if not a little bit upset, that they could have gone and played on LIV a year ago or over the past 6 or 8 months, and ultimately, because all the bodies have come together, they could have found a way back to where they were in the first place. So that is one element of that's caused quite a lot of discussion. Golf does like to say that it's a game which epitomises and endorses great behaviour, and I think the game has gone away from that with what has happened. Another element that has caused a lot of negative discussion towards him is that Jay Monahan, who is the head of the PGA Tour, he had brought the 9/11 atrocity into the debate around LIV Golf last June actually, and essentially used that moral leverage live on television as reasoning as to why players should not deal with the Saudis. Well, here we are, June 2023, and Jay Monahan has been right at the heart of a deal between his group and the Saudis.
We just realized that we were better off together than we were fighting or apart. There's
a whiff of hypocrisy around that. Ultimately, golf is like so many top-level sports, it's a money-obsessed environment, no matter how much money these players have. And if the players are told, as I'm sure they will be shortly, that they're all going to earn far more money and this is how they can earn it, and here's where they can play, I think the blunt reality is that these guys will shrug their shoulders and just continue to play golf as and where they can.